4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Target it goes in. Target it all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Right. An eye-opening stat that the Giants must clean up. Now, I guess you can kind of figure by looking at the little yellow flag there, talking about penalties. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. An eye-opening stat details concerning trend New York Giants must clean up from last season. A new analysis reveals that the Giants struggled with keeping penalties under control. As if the 2024 New York Giants didn't have enough trouble on both sides of the ball with scoring and stopping opponents from scoring, their lack of disciplined play, which manifested itself in penalties, didn't exactly help matters. According to a new study by Joe Gibbs of Sharp Football Analysis, the Giants received a C grade in the penalty department, giving their split results in that area between home game and road games. He pointed out that while the Giants ranked 23rd on offense and 28th on defense in penalties per game at home, they finished as a top 5 penalized road team. And their offense in particular accounted for 60% of the team's penalties, with 50% of those infractions coming pre-snap. Yeah. Half of their snaps came pre-snap. Wow. That's horrible. Want yet another eye-opening stat? According to NFL's data, the Giants had 41 stalled drives last season as a result of penalties. 41. But the best 17, 41, that's about 2.5 a game. So basically every 2 games they had 5 drives stalled because of penalties. Every 2 games they had 5, or like 2.5 a game. I mean, that is huge because when you talk, the Giants, obviously did a horrible job in 1-score games last year. What were they, 1-9 or 1-10 or 1-8 or whatever it was? Horrible. But, it's just a 1 score. Right? Who knows on those drives when a penalty derails them, right, on the offensive side, right? Was that the drive that maybe the Giants would have got down the field, maybe kicked the field goal, maybe tied the game up, or maybe someone maybe scored a touchdown to send it? You don't know. Penalties. Oh, they'll get you. Let's see. According to NFLpenalties.com, Giants ranked above the league average in 15 different penalty categories last season, with the 3 most notable ones being illegal shift, delayed game, and false start. Wow. Does it bring me up to this chart here? Does it show? Oh, here we go. Wow. New York Giants have played 17 games. The rank columns refer to overall league rank for that type of penalty. Offsetting and decline penalties are listed in the dismissed column, but are otherwise ignored. Wow. False start. Yeah. Let's see what we have. League average. False start, 26. Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. And it goes all the way back to 2009. Wow. That's crazy. 2009. Total count, I only had 4 penalties. Wow. Interesting. Huh, that's cool. Very interesting article. Let me see here. Is there any more to this here? Yes, there is. Okay. Let's see here. Gibbs data further revealed that instead of eliminating penalties early, the Giants recorded most of the penalties in the fourth quarter of games last season. League-wide, NFL teams were flagged 940 times, according to NFLpenalties.com, in the fourth quarter. The second most penalized quarter, beyond only the second quarter. That was 1,079. The Giants recorded 35 fourth quarter penalties, or 26.1 of their total penalty count last season. While this is not an excuse for sloppy, undisciplined play, it's worth noting that last year the Giants began the season with the fourth youngest roster. So, average roster was 25.7, a factor that might have lent itself to some of the sloppy play, which is true. One thing is, you got, it's exciting to have a young roster, but, there's the good and the bad. Right? You're going to get some good play, but you're going to get some head scratch. You're going to get some plays that get blown coverages, blown plays, and you're going to get maybe some penalties. So that's a possibility. As injuries piled up to the point where the starters had to be replaced by even younger, less experienced players, that could explain why from week 8 onward, the Giants recorded 76 of their 134 total penalties on the year, with 4 games resulting in double-digit penalty flags. Yeah, so that's another one of the things, though. Right? The good news is that, as of now, the Giants are projected to have one of the oldest starting lineups in the league, 25.78, which, while not taking into consideration the entire age of the Week 1 roster, which, of course, still needs to be sorted out over the next month and a half, should hopefully lend itself to more disciplined play, particularly when it matters most. So they're supposed to have one of the oldest starting lineups, but still, I don't. Let me see here. They're supposed to have one of the oldest projected starting lineups. Wow. Yeah, but it doesn't even average. This contrast between youthful energy and vital experience leans on the older side. Judging the recent data, the Giants have the 11th oldest squad in the NFL based on the average age of the projected starters for the season. The 11th oldest. So, did they have it here? There we go. Average age of the starters by team. Okay. The Commanders are the oldest at 27. The Packers are the youngest, 24.8. Interesting. The Giants are, the 11th oldest, 25.78. But 25.78. The Jacksonville Jaguars are the second youngest team, and their projected starters they're 25 exactly years old. The Giants are the 11th oldest, and they're 25.78. So we're not talking, it's not like the Jaguars are the second youngest, and their team is 3 years old, and the Giants are 87 years old, where there's a huge gap now. We're talking less than a year. What we're talking about here, okay, from the Jaguars, who are the second youngest, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, to the Lions, who are the 27th, or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who are the 6th oldest. From the second youngest to the 6th oldest is only less than a year. The Jaguars, who are the second youngest, are 25 years of age, exactly on the dot. The projected stars, 25. The Lions, who are the 27th or the 6th oldest team, their projected starters are 25.84. So to go from 2 to 27, we're talking less than a year average. So it's not that big of a deal. It is what it is. But that could be one of those things, right? That certainly could be one of those things, without question. Because you got young players go in there, and sometimes obviously things happen, blown coverages, missed assignments, whatever, penalties. Then you start getting a bunch of injuries, and you get a bunch of guys who maybe haven't played much before or whatever on the field, and things happen for a reason, right? So, but that's certainly something the Giants could use to clean up.